Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Stephany and I love everything planner related, so I hope that you'll stick around and consider subscribing for weekly videos. But for today's video, I wanted to do an updated 2022 planner stack. So I have the planners that I started off the year with. So first we have my Hobonichi cousin Avec, and this one was being used as my catch-all. Then we have my Rongrong undated vertical planner, and this one was being used as my desk planner. And then I do have my Go Getter Girl daily planner, and this one was being used as my social media planner. And so I did make a few changes, and the first change that I made was to my Hobonichi cousin Avec, and this was actually the very last planner that was added to my stack, and it was actually the very first one to go. If you remember, as soon as I touched this paper, I was immediately unsure about it just because it is such thin paper. And so I was able to fill out the January monthly view. I didn't get to the February one. And so here are the weekly spreads in January. And so I was able to fill them out and it was okay. But I don't think I ever really got over the whole paper situation. The way that I was using the daily pages, I was basically just listing everything that had to get done for that specific day. And so here are the other spreads. But as soon as February hit, I was still decorating it, but I wasn't actually using it. And that's because I just had no desire to pick up this planner. And I think it was just the whole paper situation. I felt like I had to be super delicate, and I did mention right off the bat that I felt like I needed white gloves in order to handle this planner. And as you can see, I am still being very delicate with this paper, and I don't know, I just could never get over that fact. So as soon as February hit, I just stopped using it. I didn't even pick it back up, and it was basically just sitting off to the side. And so like I mentioned, I was just using this one to just list everything for the day. And there were some days that I thought that I wasn't using it to its fullest potential. And as you can see, it's not too filled out. And I felt that there is a lot of wasted space. And so I just don't know. I didn't feel right in this planner. And even though there are so many beautiful spreads and beautiful planners, just couldn't get it together with this planner. So I will continue to admire all of those beautiful spreads, but it just wasn't for me. And so after I just completely walked away from this planner, I still needed something to be my catch-all. And so that's when I did pick up this Happy Planner lined vertical layout, because I figured that I was literally just listing everything that needed to get done for that specific day. And so I figured that I could do the same thing here. And then that is when I started playing around with this layout, and here is the very first one, and I think it came out great. I love all of the decoration and how I'm able to list everything. Here is the second spread. Again, everything was working out beautiful. Here in this shaded area, I was using it to mostly decorate just because it doesn't have lines, and I need my lines in order to be able to write in any piece of paper. And so this was Go Wild week. I was still testing it out. Everything was fine up until I reached the 18th of March, which is when I had all of these bills due. And this isn't the only day that I have so many bills due for that day, but on this specific day, it clearly took up all of my writing space, and I had nowhere else to put my to-do list, and I need a place to be able to write those. So after this week, I knew that this wasn't going to work out. So that's kind of where I started thinking again. So if this weekly planner wasn't working out for me and this daily planner, the way it was structured, wasn't working out for me, then what could I possibly switch over to? And so that's when I said, well, maybe I do need a daily planner as my catch-all, but just something that's more structured. And so that's when I tested out my Go Getter Girl planner in this daily view. And even though it's a daily view and much bigger space, I don't feel so overwhelmed with the amount of space, and it is structured as opposed to the Hobonichi cousin of egg. So this is a lot of structure for me, and I feel that the way I have it broken down is really going to work out for me. And so over here in this hourly section, I figured that I could use this section as my running to-do list and just ignore this hourly schedule and just basically write my to-dos for the day. And then I figured that this little section over here could be my bills due, and then I could write any personal to-dos right over here, and then use this little section here to still be able to decorate it. And then we do have the notes section here. But I felt like this was just an amazing compromise. And so it's still a daily planner, and I am still writing my to-dos for the day without feeling overwhelmed. And I actually really loved it. I was super excited to get into that specific day every single day, and I wasn't dreading it as I was in my Hobonichi cousin avec, and mostly because of the paper. And actually, this is really thick paper. I believe it's 125 GSM, and I don't feel that I need to tiptoe around these pages. I can do whatever I would like and not feel overwhelmed, or that I need white gloves in order to handle this paper. And so I think this is going to be my new catch-all. I really felt comfortable with it just because I have been in this planner for about 2 years now, and the way that I was using this planner was actually as my social media planner, and it was just working amazing. Here is the weekly view, and then here are the daily views. And as you can see, I also had to-do list for my social media planning. This was my little Instagram, this was YouTube, and I was still decorating these boxes, and I loved it as my social media planner. But I also quickly realized that I'm not really doing much social media lately. Ever since my little girl was born, she takes up a lot of my attention, and so I'm not able to film for YouTube as much as I would like, or just be on Instagram as much as I would like now. And so social media has really taken a step back, and that does tend to happen depending on what season of life you're in, and I'm completely okay with it. And so I figured that because social media is not as busy as it used to be, I technically don't need a daily planner for it anymore. And so, because this is now switching over to my catch-all, I needed a new social media planner. And then that is when I realized that maybe I could use, let's see. Maybe I could use my Plum paper, and I just picked up this planner, and if you didn't see that unboxing, I'll go ahead and leave that link down in the description box below. But ever since I went to Go Wild and we were gifted that $50 card, I placed an order for this planner. And if you didn't see that video, I'll quickly show you what layout this is. And this is their vertical columns layout. And just like the Happy Planner, you're able to list everything, and I love that about it. There's not any wasted space up here like the Happy Planner. Everything from top to bottom is full of lines, and that is exactly what I am loving. And so as you can see, there's this little section down here, and it has 3 lines. And so I thought that this was perfect because in case you missed it over here when I was using my Go Get a Girl as my social media planner, I was using 3 highlighted areas to write down my stats. And so I figured that now, instead of doing this, I already had the 3 little sections down here at the bottom, and then I could do any YouTube videos, Instagram posts, any small shops that are releasing anything or anything social media related. I can just write it down here. And so I think this layout, it's going to work out amazing. I am super excited about it, and I cannot wait to get started. And I love that this is a classic size planner, and I have all this space because I also picked up the A5 lined, not lined, but vertical columns layout. But that one, I feel like it's just way too small. I feel like this is the right amount of space. I'm able to write what I need. I have space to decorate it as well. So I'm super excited to be able to use this Plum paper vertical columns as my social media planner. And then the planner that actually didn't end up changing at all is my Rongrong vertical planner. And this planner has been used ever since I started in 2022, and I've been super consistent with it. And this planner is actually what kept me afloat when I was busy trying to figure my catch-all and my social media planner. And I love it. It's straight to the point. Everything in this planner is non-negotiable. So all the bills due, any appointments, school-related events are going here. And this was just keeping me afloat, and it has been working amazing. So this planner is not going to change. It's going to stay the same as my desk planner. So this is my Rongrong desk planner. This is going to be my new social media planner, the Plum paper vertical columns layout. And this is going to be my new catch-all planner. And I'm super excited about all of these planners and what I'm going to be using them for. And also keep an eye out for Plan With Me's. I know I keep saying that, but I really want to get back into filming and planning and just doing all of the things. So hopefully you'll catch let me see, April's monthly views and new Plan With Me videos. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you're as excited as I am. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me over on Instagram at stephanyhappilyplans. And I'll see you next time.